Hi, this is Dr. Pichenik, and today I want to talk about the surgical strike against General Soleimani of Iran. I have been against war since 2017, and many of you have heard that. However, I will talk about a certain element of what we call strategic extraction. As an operative, I have been involved in strategic elimination and extraction of individuals and countries. I don't necessarily sanction it, but I will explain what I think is happening. For some time now, our intelligence has been monitoring the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. And matter of fact, they've been monitoring Soleimani in particular. The reason for that is that unlike the Iranians themselves or the Persians don't really want to conquer anything. Ayatollah Khamenei has had very little control over his foreign policy other than the fact that he tried to control Soleimani. In turn, Soleimani has been the one who's created all types of proxy warriors in Yemen, in Syria, in Afghanistan, in Iraq. And what has in fact happened is that he has created a higher tension in the Middle East where war for him was inevitable. What he fought was a proxy war. Using Hezbollah under the guise of Ayatollah Nasrallah, he tried to put pressure on Israel, on Lebanon, and in many ways he failed. And in particular, when he wanted to expand his conquest into further areas of the Middle East, a decision was made by Trump and his intelligence operatives, and I agree with what he had to do, and that is Trump did not want to go to war. He just wanted to eliminate Soleimani sui generis, meaning he only wanted to take out Soleimani and his aide. In turn, what he was saying to the world was, look, we have sophisticated equipment. We have sophisticated intelligence. In fact, within 10 minutes of the time that Soleimani would talk or land in an airport, we could muster our troops very quickly and take him out. But we didn't. We used a drone. The reason we used a drone was a strategic statement to the world, and particularly to China, to say that we are quite advanced in warfare, both in artificial intelligence and drone warfare, and we don't need to use any of our men in combat. And what do I mean specifically about drone warfare? The MQ-9 Reaper drone is 5,000 pounds of equipment, ammunition, rockets, flies at 50,000 feet, and flies 1,500 miles. That's pretty impressive. So when we target someone, that's what we do in order not to create any hazardous surrounding problems with our own military or any of the civilians around there. So collateral damage is minimized. Number two, what we were expressing in our intelligence was the fact that we know exactly what Soleimani was doing. We know exactly where the Iran Revolutionary Guard was. And contrary to what the New York Times and the media said, is that most of the people in Iraq were protesting against the Iranian politicians and the IRG, who was exceedingly corrupt. This was also true in Lebanon, where the students started to riot a couple of weeks ago against Hezbollah and against Hariri, who is the Sunni leader, the prime minister of Lebanon. Hezbollah will be taken down eventually because they were corrupt as well as Hariri. In Yemen, there has been all kinds of deaths, unnecessary death under the direction of Soleimani, and we are now in the process of trying to minimize our own intervention in Yemen. And in fact, it's Mohammed bin Salman who's made the overture to the Iranians to say, look, we want some sense of peace in our area, in the Middle East. Israel right now is at major strategic tension on a DEFCON 1. That's their right to do it, but they're not going to invade any country right now. And we're not interested in a war with Iran. What Trump has said, and he means it, is that we have targeted already 55 different areas in Iran where we can take down individuals and assets. Let me say the following. Soleimani was a product of his own hubris or pride. When the gods are cruel, as Nietzsche say, they grant your wishes. And in fact, Soleimani found his end as he wanted to, in self-destruction. As Dr. Pechenik, good night and good luck.